How would you rate the tournament?
So let's do it from two perspectives: logistics and the tournament and putting on a show. This is my 7th Africa Cup of Nations, and I think every single one I've been to is the thing that everybody wants to see, what the supporters want to see. The football on the pitch has been getting the football played is the most important thing in stadiums that will accept it. So that has happened again. There's been no real issues around the football. Behind the scenes, maybe 1 or 2 issues. There's whether there's enough things like Wi-Fi and things like that for journalists and fans and stuff. There's those small things that will frustrate journalists and fans, but really the supporter back home, they don't care about us. All they want to do is make sure they can watch football on the television. So that's the main thing. And that's the same at nearly every Africa Cup of Nations, is that there's a lot of time and effort spent making sure that the footballing infrastructure's ready to go, that sometimes possibly the other infrastructure is not so good. The organization behind the scenes is not so good. We've obviously got to point out that the security problems with the Olembe Stadium, when 8 people tragically lost their lives outside a football game, which should never, ever, ever happen. So it's hopeful that people in the future will learn, because the semi-final went off without a hitch. There were a lot less fans there, admittedly, but more fans could have come in. I think the procedures were in place in that game. So it begs the question, why not have those same procedures all the way through the tournament and make sure that safety is there? So that is something that definitely people in the future need to learn, is how you can secure and safely get people in and out of a ground when there's going to be big numbers. We're in a passionate Africa's, home games are always going to be the difficult ones. So that's where you need that safety and security. So I think that that is definitely a lesson that everybody has to learn. The other slight problems that fans and journalists have, that's part and parcel of what we put up with when we travel to these tournaments. On the pitch, my assessment would be it's been a good tournament. I mean, I've enjoyed it. There's been very nice stories about the smaller teams, Malawi, Comoros, Equatorial Guinea, the Gambia, especially those 4 getting into the last 16. Huge. But the thing that really impressed me was all of them played good football. I've seen in the past where these so-called smaller teams grab a draw or a win with a bit of luck, with a bit of things going their way and disrupting and stuff like that. But I thought all the teams here, all those 4 teams especially, played some really, really nice football. They were there to be positive. They were there to play themselves, to win, to go out and score goals rather than just hold on for the draw. So those are the kind of 2 things I would say. From infrastructure, the stadiums here, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Shame about the pitch in Douala. Some problems off the pitch with journalists and people traveling in. But safety, security, the thing that I think everybody needs to take away from this tournament and make sure that it is done properly. We know it can be done. It's just a matter of logistics and thinking ahead and putting things in place.